Thank you for joining the Alicia May channel. Today I want to talk about facial care. I have been watching certain movies, like I was watching urban television and Hollywood movies, and I noticed that the actors and actresses had a lot of breakout because HD shows everything. So I was remembering when I was going through issues with my skin where I was constantly breaking out, especially during my period. I would have serious breakouts. But then it got to the point where not only was I having really bad breakouts during my period, I also was realized I was having problems with enlarged pores. And and I couldn't understand why because I was going through I was really good at always removing my makeup. I don't go to bed in it. As soon as I enter the house, I wipe my face off, wash it, go through my three-step process. And then I started to do some research because I figured my three-step process is not working. And while doing research, I realized that for every decade, you should reevaluate your skincare process as well as your diet, just as an add-on. And so, because the way your skin is in your 20s is not how it is in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and so forth. It is just not. The texture changes. Even if when someone physically looks at you, you may look the same, but you can feel the difference, and you can feel the difference in your own skin. So one of the things that I do is I do a cleanser, a facial cleansing one, and just find one that works for you. This happens to be a generic brand that I found because I've used name brand ones that they were okay, but they didn't do the best for me. So this generic one, which is just like a cucumber melon base one, is not really, you don't really smell the cucumber and melon, but it's just the one that really just works for me. And as I said, it's just generic, and it's an exfoliating wipe. So on one side it exfoliates, and the other side is just a regular wipe. And I use this to remove my makeup as soon as I get in the house, or first thing in the morning when I get up before I go work out. I would use the wipe, and what it does, it kind of does the exfoliating side, and it would remove blackheads and whiteheads that had popped up overnight. And I would just literally, it would just be on the cleansing cloth. The other thing I would do is I would do what's known as a three wash. Now, even though I have oily skin, I still use coconut oil because coconut oil actually nourishes your skin, and it's not going to leave your skin greasy even after you wash it off. As I said, it nourishes it and helps to keep it moisturized. So I would do about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I like to do it on my face, my neck, back of my neck, my chest area. And sometimes I even add a little, one or two drops of tea tree oil, because tea tree oil is it also um, it also cleanses and kills certain types of bacteria that can cause breakouts. So sometimes I add one or two drops of tea tree oil to my coconut oil, and I don't melt the coconut oil beforehand. It's going to melt in my hand. So I just put it in my hand, add a couple of drops, and then wipe it all over my face and my neck and wherever I want to. And I just kind of let it sit there for a little bit, and then I would wash it off with my favorite cleanser, with my regular daily cleanser. Now I use Aveda products, and Aveda product is pretty much in a natural line. You can find out if you're interested in using Aveda product. All you have to do is visit an Aveda store, speak to the consultants there. It's free. Its consultation is free, and just tell them what your issues are, and they'll recommend what products are that would be good for whatever your needs are. So for my daily, so I use just a little bit, and it's pretty much like a teardrop. Aveda products, they're not overly expensive, but they're not cheap either. But the thing is that because you only need to use a really small amount, as I said, a teardrop, nowhere from a teardrop to the size of a dime, then your products last a really long time, that you probably purchase products 2 to 3 times for the year if you need. So I'll do that. And then once I do that, that would be my second wash. So my third wash, I always go in with my facial brush. Now this one is from by Vanity Planet actually, and it comes with a travel case, which I love because I take my facial brush almost everywhere. So this is where I get my third scrub in. I never put the cleanser on the brush itself. I always wet my brush, but I put the cleanser on my face. And then I go on, because it has two levels, low and high. So on the first level of low, I go over my face one time, over my entire face and my neck one time, and then I go a second time with it on high. After that, then you'll see like all of the dirt and makeup that's still in that comes on your brush and the dead skin after going through two other washes where you will think by looking at your skin that your skin is clean. And you'll wipe your face and then you'll see, oh, it looks clean, and then you'll see so much dirt and makeup that was still, and that's getting everything that's on there. And as you use this more and more, you will find that your pores shrink, and then because all of that underlying dirt and makeup and debris is getting out. Then I know, like some of us, if you have the same issues like I do, like as I said, during my period, I would have breakouts. So what I would do is I wouldn't necessarily use my Aveda cleanser. I would use Alba Botanical's Acne Wash. And so during that time, I like Alba Botanical's Acne Wash. It has 2% salicylic acid. So you need salicylic acid if you have trouble with acne or any types of breakouts. So I use that, and you only need, as I said, even with Alba Botanica, which is very affordable, you can get it at Walmart, Target, where at your standard retailers. I think it's going to be less than $10. It varies from store to store, because some stores sell it for $6, some stores sell it for $10. It all depends on where you go. And as I said, you only use like a teardrop, and I put it on my face. And I go over it with my brush. So, and I use this with my brush. I do my 2 times washing it just with my hands to get off the coconut oil, and also with my brush, I use this. When I am on my period, I also use an astringent. So I use the Alba Botanicals astringent as well. So because, as I said, that's when I would have the most of my breakouts. So that's when I would just go with a cotton swab, wet it, and go over my face 1 time, not 2 times. You don't want to recontaminate your skin with the dirt and debris that you just removed. So also, like if you have not just acne issues, but you may have some discoloration or hyperpigmentation, I would suggest using a cleanser that has glycolic acid. So glycolic acid helps to even out your skin tone, but it's not something that you should use every day. So if you have any type of discoloration, I use the glycolic cleanser once to twice a week to get rid of any type of discoloration, because sometimes I still have, you'll have like a little bit of discoloration that could be from an acne scar or something like that. Then that's when I also go and I just use, and you can use it all over your face. It knows the difference. It's only going to lighten where it is dark. It's going to remove that area. And then finally, because if I've used a toner and I have, pretty much washed my face like 3 or 4 times, it's time to put back some serious moisture in it. So what I do is I use like a toning cleanse, a toning mist, and that helps to like refreshen my face, my skin. And I just do like a quick spritz. And this is also from Aveda. And then I go in with the moisturizer, your standard moisturizer that you may like or what is recommended for you. And then I go in with my favorite moisturizer. And then finally, I add a sunscreen. Almost forgot what to say. Sunscreen. I do use sunscreen on a regular basis, even when it's overcast outside. I do use sunscreen. So I like to use a mineral-based sunscreen on my face because I do have oily skin. I like the way how a mineral-based sunscreen works for me, because it leaves, like when I put makeup on, I don't have like a greasy finish. I have like a matte finish. So it's not as, and it keeps my face feeling like I don't, because I personally don't like to feel like I'm wearing makeup. I literally just do 3 steps. I'm easy. I just do powder, gloss, and mascara, and I'm good to go. That's like my regular full makeup on those special occasions. But typically, I'm just doing 3 things. It takes me 5 minutes. But for those of you, especially that does a lot of contouring and corrective concealer, you really need to pay close attention to your cleansing routine. So just wiping off your makeup with a makeup wipe and going through your three-step process is not cleaning your skin, and that's why you see so much breakout. You'll watch these shows and you'll see people with all of this breakout on their face because they're not getting that really good clean that they need. Another thing that I like to do as a nighttime routine, so after I even go through all of this, at night before going to bed, I like vitamin C serum. And I think this is like the best thing ever, vitamin C serum. And you find one that works well for you. Like vitamin C serum can be as cheap as $20 and it can be a few $100s. Like I have a couple that are my favorites and that are on the higher end of the price range versus those that may be on the lower end. This one is pretty much on the lower end of the price range, but I keep it around. I like to travel with it. And it's called like Insta Natural Vitamin C Serum. And what vitamin C does, it helps to brighten your skin. It also helps to even out your skin tone. And I know some beauty consultants will say you should use your vitamin C serum twice a day. Personally, I like to use it at night. And the reason why I like to use it at night is because at night you're not touching your face. You're home, you're in bed, you're relaxed, and I feel like your skin gets the full benefit of the vitamin C. When you're outside, like all of the free radicals are hitting you. You already fortified yourself because you already got your makeup, you already went through your cleansing process, you have your sunscreen, your moisturizer, you already have all of this other stuff. So I don't think, for myself, I didn't find that wearing vitamin C during the day gave me the best benefits, but I found that at night, as part of my bed routine, my go to bed routine, it really does. I wake up and my skin has a nice glow. So even when I do that, even when I just do my, the facial wipe, and I'm just gonna run to the gym, I'm like, tidying up really quick to like go to the gym or even take the dog out for a walk. I kind of look refreshed without even have to put moisturizer on because I have the glow from overnight from the vitamin C serum. Another item that I like to use, just like my facial brush, I also have a body brush. And it's also by Vanity Planet. And you get all the different brush because we have breakouts. Like, I don't know about you, but I do. Like, sometimes I break out. I'll get breakouts like on my arm or on my chest area for like the weirdest reason. As I said, during that time is the weirdest thing. I'll get the weirdest breakouts. So I use it and it helps to minimize it. So I found that after using a body brush and a facial brush, I don't break out as much. It's like a rarity. So I may have like one or two breakouts once in a while. I don't have it on regular because I maintain this routine. Again, I'd like to thank you so much for watching my channel. So please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And please note that I will note everything that I have spoken about in this video in the description box. Thank you and have a good day.